Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. Today's video doing gameplay with the brand new Galaxy Opal Zydrunas Ilgauskas, a 7'3" shooting guard. Why? That's all I have to say. But obviously this card's going to be one of the most AIDS, ridiculous, annoying, just dumb cards in this game. Kind of like Yao and Taco. He's going to be like that at the shooting guard position. A ridiculous mismatch, incredibly annoying to play against. But we're going to try him out in today's game and see how good he really is. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 11,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Also, huge shout out to my boy Phantasma for letting me hop on his account to record this video, in addition to a couple other gameplays that I'm doing today. Really do appreciate that. But without further ado, let's hop right into it and see what Big Z is looking like. So, like I said, he's 7'3" at the shooting guard position, which is ridiculous. But 99 offense, 95 defense, 84 driving layup, 97 post game, 96 midi, 94 three ball, 85 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk, 95 block, 94 interior, 97 rebounding, 74 speed and excel, which isn't fast, but it's good enough for a 7'3" player, and then 78 lateral quickness as well. 17 offs, dream shake, drop stepper, masher, post spin, rise up, agent 3, catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist, guard up, limitless range, mini magician, vice grip, anchor, post lockdown, box out, beast, and brick wall. So shooting badges and interior badges. 27 golds include badges like bully, posterizer, blinders, dead eye, slippery off ball, bailout, clamp breaker, break starter, quick first step, unpluckable, clamps, glove, interceptor, and rebound chaser. Every badge is upgradable, and you can add badges to them. I would add fast switch and limitless takeoff. 4 other badge slots on them. Maybe you go handles for days, and then defensive badges like challenger, pick dodger, potentially an ankle braces, something like that to make him as complete as possible. Now, my question with Big Z is a couple things. Number one, are his SIGs decent? Number two, how is his release? I do think his release is going to be really good because his pink diamond card had a really nice release early in the year. Oh, he's got PG escape. That's an escape that we haven't seen much of this year, but I actually like the PG escape. Unfortunately, he's got the Damian Lillard moving crossover, which means his drag back's going to be super slow if you're holding right trigger, and if you're not holding right trigger, the drag back doesn't trigger nearly as consistently, so that's kind of unfortunate. But 74 speed, obviously. Okay, let's turn off that meter. We do not want that on. But his release is really nice. Like, Big Z has a very, very nice release, or at least he did, I thought. Okay, it's not that amazing. It's good, but I wouldn't say it's quite as amazing as I thought it was, but I will say it's super smooth and easy to green. There's no doubt about that at all. Very, very smooth release. It's just not quite as fast as I thought it was going to be honest, but it's still a very solid release. He's got the normal fade, which is the best fade in the game, of course, or one of the two. I would say Trae Young fade's probably a little bit better, but it's very good. He's got good dunk animations for some reason. This card's going to be super glitchy. He may struggle a little bit defensively at times because of the fact he is only 74 speed. He's going to get killed by dudes who are super fast and great shot creators, but he doesn't have to guard on ball. That's not what he's going to be there for, is guarding on ball. What he's there for is to be a ridiculous match in terms of the post. He's going to be super annoying defensively because of the length that he provides and stuff like that. Like, this card's just going to be a pain in the butt to play against, plain and simple. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. He's going to be very, very annoying. He's going to be one of the best shooting guards in the game simply because of how big he is. And then you're just going to have him guard off the ball defensively, have him guard a big defensively. He gives you another one way thing he does kind of give you is a guy who can also compete against Yao and Taco if you're running smaller bigs. So if you're running him like that, I think that's less of an issue because then you can play somebody who's like a smaller, more athletic 4 and then have him guard your opponent's 4, your opponent's 5, and give you more versatility on the court with your lineup. So I guess that's one way to look at it. But when you see good dudes who are going to be running this type of card alongside Yao, Taco, Peter, Arvydas Sabonis, it's just going to get really, really annoying, especially with all the near 7-foot point guards that we have in the game as well. But regardless, this should be at least a very interesting card to use. Let's hop into a game, see what Big Z can do. All right, so first offensive possession of the game. We did get a bucket on the first possession. That's all right, though. Size up, attack here. Let's throw our slip to Big Z, and let's just go up. Good luck. Haha, Poku's too small. Luke Walton's too small. Good luck. You can use him as a screener, and if he is matched up against somebody who is not at least like 7 foot tall, they're just not going to get stops on him, which is going to make him incredibly hard to stop and incredibly hard to beat, to play against, I feel like. He's not going to be much of a ball handler. He does have some SIGs. I mean, as we saw the PG escape, I think he's even got the little behind the back. Like, he's got himself some SIGs for sure, but what he's most valuable for is his ability to just be a huge mismatch. Draw a blocking foul there on Luke Walton. I was just going to go into the post and try to post him up again. And then he's got the ability to be a really solid catch and shoot shooter. shooter as well. Like, his release is not as fast as I thought it was going to be, but it's still a very good release. So that's something that you have to keep in mind with him as well, is that he's a legitimate stretch. Like, Alperen Şengün is a legitimate center at point guard. It doesn't matter. Big Z is too big. He's 7'3". Go matched up against like a 6'10", 6'11" Şengün. Just nothing that Şengün can really do against him, to be completely honest. It's just a lot of tough matchups this card is going to give people for sure. It's going to be really, really tough to beat him. Good move there, I guess, from Vlad Rad. Vlad Rad gets to the rim, and he's going to draw a foul. Give my opponent an opportunity to tie up the game, which he would have done if he had timed his free throw release right, but he smoked that one horribly. Maybe he'll smoke the second one as well. That'd be nice. I'm actually going to leak out transition with us. Oh, he made the white free throw. I was trying to leak out with Big Z there, try to get him a three, but or a leak out bucket, but escape here. Good move. Yes, sir. Hit our pop. Catch. Chill. Drag back. Yes, sir. Attack the rim. Big Z inside. Hey. Yes, sir. Lay me, Big Z. Beautiful stuff. He's a little bit of a shot creator as well. He's got good enough sigs where he can at least halfway shot create. And I know 74 speed isn't good, but on a 7'3" player, it feels like, somebody with his player build especially, it feels a lot faster than 74 speed. As y'all have obviously experienced with guys like Yao and Taco a lot this year, how does that not my board? That should have easily been my board, but somehow Mo Bamba gets the board over our test, Kareem, and Hakeem. I don't exactly know how that happens, to be completely honest, but that is what happened here. Let's see if we can get ourselves some defense. Good D, straight up, beautiful, that's good. And we give up another offensive rebound. But Big Z at 7'3" is going to play that. Hey, push the ball in transition, Euro step me. Hey, lay me. Look at Big Z pushing the ball in transition with the Euro step bucket. Oh my goodness, that was almost his steal as well. He was so close to getting that steal. He didn't, but he was right there. He was almost there. That's a good shot right there. Nice, tough, contested three with Vlad Rad. Let's get our pick and pop going again. I'd like to get him a catch and shoot three-point opportunity if I can. Size up, escape. Good move by our test. Hit our pop, catch and shoot. Big Z 4-3. That is a bucket. Smooth release. Super easy to knock down. Gets that one to go as well. And he's got all 11 of our points so far in this game. Just doing his thing, man. Big Z dominating the game. Why is Mo Bamba getting every single rebound? That's like the one thing that's killing me right now is the offensive rebounds. Good board, though, for Kareem. Kareem throwing it up the court to Hakeem. I could take my dunk there. I'm not gonna. We're gonna pass it back out to Big Z. He's gonna make some move. He's gonna get inside. He's gonna swing it out top to Kareem for three. What a freaking pass. And I just smoked the release with Kareem because I suck. But that was still a very nice pass. It's all right. We'll live with it. Hand. Beautiful. Good defense. X switch this. Let's just get Big Z into the play a little bit more. X switch here. Big Z's switchability as well. That's the other thing you really cannot undervalue is the fact that at 7'3" he can guard everybody on the court. Now, obviously he's going to struggle against Tracy McGrady or Terry Dischinger or Michael Jordan or some other elite 300 because he's just not as fast as those guys and he's going to struggle to keep up with them, but at least he can compete against them. And he gives you the ability to literally switch everything if you want to. Like, he can basically do whatever you want on the court. And then there's the lack of contestability. If he's not being guarded by somebody who's 7'1", 7'2", 7'3", good luck getting a stop on him. Like, he's the mashing ability, but also the fact he's got a decent release and he can shoot the ball really well. He's just so annoyingly versatile. He's going to be so good in so many aspects that it's going to really make him very, very tough to stop. PG escape, drag back, yes sir, attack the rim. Hey, all the way, Big Z. He is a shot creator too. Oh my gosh, this card is the ultimate cheese ball, man. I don't know. I don't think he's the best shooting guard in the game just because I think guys like T-Mac and Terry are so good. And I think if you surround those types of guys who are the best shot creators in the game, T-Mac and Terry, they're the best 300s in the game. They're the best guys to run your offense through in the game. You surround those guys with other big people, like, for example, a Big Z at the 3, which might even be his better position if you're running one of those guys at the 2, potentially. I think you're going to have a lot of versatility with your lineup that you can run, which I think is going to be really, really nice. Pull off this mid-range. Let's go. Big Z. Look at him crabbing his way into the mid-range, and I still smoked it. That sucks. That's a bad miss. That's my fault. But it's just, I think in terms of being the cheesiest, he is the cheesiest card in my team right now, or at least right up near the top with Taco. At 7'3", being able to play the shooting guard position with how big he is, he's gassed. So he got blocked there. Got a freaking chase down with Pokuševski. But I just think he's going to be the biggest mismatch in the game right now. It's really, really annoying. And if you run him properly next to at least one guy who can shot create and a bunch of other guys with size, he's going to provide massive mismatch challenges for your opponents. And that's probably his biggest value. So with that being said, I was going to say, let's get him one more bucket. We're just going to give up a stop, and we're going to foul for 3. You know what? I don't really want to wait out the rest of this game. I think we've pretty much seen what we need to see with Big Z. Let's hop back into the main menu, and let's review the card. All right, so in conclusion, Big Z, I mean, he's if not the most overpowered card in the game, he's right near the top of the list with Taco and Yao. This card is a gigantic matchup nightmare. I mean, he's going to be incredibly annoying to play against. I don't think he's the best shooting guard in the game, but I certainly think he's near the top of the list. I would take Terry and T-Mac over him for sure. Maybe a guy like Steve Smith as well. Just somebody, the guys who are such good shot creators, I think is very valuable to shooting guard position because all the size you can surround those guys with, and those being the best 300s in the game. With that being said, you can play him as shooting guard, you can play him at small forward, you put him on the court. Say you were to run a lineup, something along these lines. Let's see. We'll say Hito at the point guard position. This type of team right here, this 5, say you substitute in a Taco and a Yao. This is going to be the most ridiculous team to play against, even if you substitute one of those guys in. The amount of size and versatility, and then you have one true elite level 300 in a guy like Terry or T-Mac, and then other secondary ball handlers like a Hito, who's a really good ball handler as well. This type of team is just going to be so obnoxious to play against, I think is the best way to describe it. So I don't know, man. This is going to be a really interesting, it's definitely going to be really interesting to see how people run these types of lineups and run with these types of cards. And it's going to be very annoying to play against because you're going to play some people who are just using all 7-footers and mashing you and backdooring and all that stuff every single play, which is going to be a real pain in the butt. But Big Z is certainly one of the most overpowered, one of the most annoying cards in the game, and also one of the best shooting guards in my team. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.